I mean, it's not the only hardware limitation that the game has. You need 160 minimum, and people just can't hit that. Where? Sure. But people seem to be fine with double huggers, which also needs the same. And it's like, they have no issue with that. It's like, oh yeah, that's fine. Hey, Baldrick, how you doing? I would say double huggers is more problematic than crazy hamburger skip. Hey, TDK, how you doing? Yeah, probably a very controversial take. I think double huggers is way more problematic than crazy hamburger. Yes, the time save isn't proportional, but...
Once more from Michael Flatley.
Are you going to go for crazy hamburger and skip this run? No. Because I need to route it in properly. I'm not just going to YOLO it. Because I think to fit it in optimally, it will require a little bit of rerouting in mission 13. Do we know what hamburger skip is? Yes. So there are two skips that we can do. Cookie, do you give me permission to talk about them? Are they public? I don't actually know because rules have been used. They're public? Sweet, okay. So, the way in which the two skips work... Let me actually focus for a sec. Is by getting into a locker and activating a terminal during the pause between when you press E on a locker and get into the locker, you can be in a locker and on a terminal at the same time. Or you can be in a locker and using a brace at the same time. And hamburger skip is present in mission 4, and it involves... Baldrick, you'll know this at the room that contains the Noisemaker V1 in mission 4. But next to to enter that room, there is a brace that you have to remove, and there's also a locker next to it. So by interacting with both the brace and the locker simultaneously, then... Fine, I'll run it. Then you can enter a state whereby you can exit the locker, but still be on the brace, and you can be mobile. And this means that... Nugs, thank you very, very much.
You are well, James Baz Flower.
Thank you. But this means that you're in a state where you're movable, or sorry, actionable, but technically still on the brace. God, this is a bad time. This is like a 331. That's fine, whatever. We run it. And so you can get yourself to the door, which is normally locked at the beginning of Mission 4, that unlocks when you come back down the elevator after the cutscene. And you can actually then toggle your frame rate by activating VSync, which will then limit the distance you travel, because when you press Q, the game will try and warp you back to the brace. So you can kind of chop it so it only takes you a certain distance, which takes you inside the room where the android normally tells you, you're not allowed to go in here. Meaning you entirely skip the whole blue hack, the sequence with with Hughes, and it saves a good amount of time. Crazy hamburger skip, however, is present in mission 13, and rather than using a brace, you use a locker and a terminal, because you may know either end, there is a locker and a terminal both next to each other, in both the blue and the orange wings, in mission 13 downstairs. Now, this means that one of them, the one that contains the audio log that we use for Hundo, also has an executable thing on it, saying, here you can activate the electric floor, and the key thing here is if you enter a locker and go on a terminal, using the arrow keys and the enter key, you can interact with the terminal while not escaping the locker. So the game still thinks you're in the locker, even though after you interact with the log or the entry on 4A, it will actually kick you off the terminal automatically. Then what you can do is run to the other end of mission 13, interact with the other terminal, which will then both simultaneously put you on the terminal and exit you from the locker. You can then toggle VSync again, so it doesn't warp you as far. You can then press Q to get back out off the terminal. That will try and warp you back towards the terminal from the locker, and that will then finally mean that it will pull you right to the midpoint into Apollo, from which point you can do the CCFPS strat of just dropping down. And you skip the entire Apollo cutscene, you skip the wait for that, you skip having to go through the vents, you skip having to do the minigames and the hacks. It's ridiculous. It's colossal time save. Both have an activatable thing, but the orange one puts you in a soft lock spot every time. Good to know. Non-sound NMG legal? God no. This is way out of NMG. This is no CC and above. Ugh, awful. So yeah, nothing to worry about for NMG. Very impactful for categories that allow glitches though. Let's discuss this in rules now! Don't drag me in there. I've served my time in the rules chat before. I don't even know what for. I think it was Smoke Bomb, where everyone just said, yeah. Then just moved on. You can sprint away before the shocks activate? Really? I didn't know that. NMG also prohibits silent running? Correct. Yeah, you cannot silent run in no major glitches. Silent running is most certainly a major glitch. No major glitches is often like... people call it a controversial one, simply because we exclude and include seemingly odd things. And NMG was determined way before my time. Like, way before my time. So I kind of just accept most of the things. Some of them are definitely weird decisions, but it's fine for the most part. As long as hamburger skip isn't declared legal, yeah, I would never consider making this NMG legal. Absolutely a major glitch. Smoke bomb debate. Honestly, the smoke bomb debate was so quick. It was like, yeah, let's allow it. I don't even remember many people, or any people saying like, this shouldn't be allowed. It's just like, yeah, fine. Go next. Yeah, I think a lot of the time the rules debate gets heavily congested by people who actually won't ever run the category nor ever try the strategy. And so it's kind of a bit of a like weird place. Because as far as I'm concerned, the people who actively run the category should be the ones making the call. Now, obviously there has to be some form of like, yeah, we can't just say, you know what, silent running is illegal in NMG because only 2 people are running it, and we say yes, because obviously not. But I think it's very important that the people who do actively run it, oh my god, can I get that? Actually have a good say in the matter.
Credo che serva più a me che a te.
It's crazy to think after 9 years of speedrunning we're still finding huge skips. Yeah, it's ridiculous. The amount of, I mean, god, the amount of progress just this year alone, and I'm talking like a full 12 months, not just 2024. But between all the stuff that has been discovered, theorized, for NoCC, for CCFPS, It's ridiculous. We really are in like a golden age of discoveries. Is there any difference between glitchless and NMG? Yes. Technically. So, glitchless is theoretically impossible. It's not practically impossible, but it's theoretically impossible. Because the game has so many minor glitches that you'll just run into. Take Mission 7, for example. After you take the elevator down in Mission 7, the humans bug out. That's a glitch. They're not meant to. They're meant to shoot at you and, like, remain hostile the entire time. But they don't. They just turn passive. That's a glitch. It's also near unavoidable without using other glitches. Which, yeah, glitchless very quickly falls into the weird thing of, like, I want to do the game glitchless, but the game just glitches out so much that it's kind of impossible to do glitchless. Anyone gets to vote to make it legal for NMG will vote against. Oh yeah, I would never even see this touching a vote for NMG legality. Like, no one would come close to voting that for legal. Pretty much RNG if you can beat the game glitchless. Honestly, if you were to beat this game without having a single glitch, I wouldn't be... I would be fairly confident to say it's not humanly possible. If you had 0 glitches, I don't think it's possible. I would genuinely be amazed to see a speedrun, a genuine speedrun, of glitchless. Because it would be a goddamn minefield trying to avoid all the glitches. Have the weapon in the air glitch? Yeah, exactly. You'd have Joe's eyes bugging out, which is a glitch. It provides no benefit, but it's a glitch. Like, the number of sheer visual glitches, it's near impossible to run the game glitchless. Axel, alone, has multiple glitches. It's, yeah. Honestly, you'd struggle to get past Mission 2. You'd struggle to get past Mission 1 without seeing a glitch. It's so dumb. I'd love to see a tool-assisted speedrun of glitchless. It would be a case of out of sight, out of mind. Yeah. What if you're just looking at the floor? Honestly, while theoretically that's good, I would honestly not be surprised if I could hear audio, or if I could hear glitches based on audio. I can tell you a lot of glitches in Mission 7 just based off the audio keys now. Yeah, exactly. We can benefit from glitches without having intentionally done it. No major glitches is basically glitchless. Yes, you will do a couple of minor things. Hugger Boost is probably the most you're ever going to get towards a major glitch. Personally, I would call Hugger Boost a major glitch, but I know many people would disagree with me. No audio and looking at the floor. God, we've had a lot of bonding agents. Worst is probably wait smoke strat. That's been given a pass, yeah. Personally, I don't mind the smoke bomb strat. I think it's definitely on the boundary of... You can call it a major glitch, you can call it a not major glitch. Just a single IL. Honestly, I am looking forward to the cookie IL. I'm also not someone who likes doing ILs, but whenever I like find a new cool strat, I will make an IL of it. Take CCFPS, I've submitted a fair few ones. You could meme weights in a casual playthrough, yeah. Good luck with your run, thank you. It's going to be cursed, but whatever. We'll have some fun with that. How's an IL timed? There's really dumb rules for IL timings. I don't know them off the top of my head. It's like, well, you've got to load the mission, but then you have to load the mission again, because otherwise live split will pause on like 0.05 or something, and that invalidates the whole IL, despite, to my knowledge, not giving you a single bit of advantage. It's just a disadvantage, but hey, I'm not an IL runner, I can't explain it. You can quickly reset the timer within those two loading screens. Oh, fair enough. Ah, Axel. Hey, Keeble. I don't even have Live Split installed. Based. But also, reinstall Live Split so you can actually do some runs. Didn't you submit your record mission 9? Yeah, I did. Yeah, so I've submitted like a small number of ILs. Either if they're very funny, like the mission 9 one, or if it's a new strat.
Ok.
For new strats, I mean, really the only ones I've submitted have been CCFPS strats, because those are the only ones that actually matter. Like, I've not found any real NMG big IL time saves. I find NMG IL is a bit of a meme anyway, because people run them with like 3 pipe bombs, 3 mollies. And it's just like, yeah, if I just molly everything, it's really quick. It's like, okay, yeah, thanks. That's not particularly run viable, is it? I'm just going to casually use 4 explosives in mission 6. It's like, okay, very funny. This time is remarkably mediocre. Using Steve says, have V3 everything in F7. Exactly. It's like, well, I would love to do this. Don't want to hear it. You run NMG ILs. If those NMG ILs aren't, like, run viable, we're going to be having words. I remember you showed me your mission 14 NMG IL, and you started with the elevator, like, halfway down, because you can do that when loading mission 14, can't you? And it's like, that's just not run viable. You save, like, 8 seconds, 9 seconds with that. I find that very funny, but also from like an IL perspective, I respect it. That is a slow tram. Wait, is that a slow tram or is that a quick tram? No idea. You gotta do what you gotta do. This loot is okay. +1. Fine. Honestly, the goal for this run is kind of just stay roughly on pace. Save 2 minutes in mission 12, and then save a minute in mission 18. That'd PB. I am going to do a reroute for the backtrack though. Getting out of mission 7 alive is the main achievement? Yes. Yeah, god, screw mission 12. Not mission 12. Oh, screw mission 12 as well, but screw mission 7. Mission 7 just kind of sucks at times. Screw all the missions. I like some of them. I like most of them, to be fair. But screw mission 12. In general, not just in Noisemaker, but especially screw it in this category. Screw Lorenz, in particular. Especially in 100% NMG. Screw mission 7, but slightly less in NMG, hundo. Screw that vent in mission 17. You all know the one.
Qualcun altro ha visto quella luce? Ehi, qualcosa si sta muovendo lì fuori.
Oh my god. Pick up the audio log and ID tag in the middle at the start of M3. I would recommend doing it at the end, simply because it's downtime. You don't lose any time. Oh, sorry. Do it at the end of mission 4. Because for mission 3 specifically, you want to get to the hack tool as quickly as possible. Whereas in mission 4, you're kind of just waiting for the tram. As long as you get there, like, relatively quickly. You're not really doing anything at the end of mission 4. It's a small time save. Don't get me wrong, it's only like a second, but hell, a free second, we'll take it. Yeah, a lot of the reroutes that we do in Hundo are to try and utilize our downtime as much as possible. Because if we're able to utilize downtime, it means that we're really just... it means that we're just staying still for as little time as possible. Or really going out of our way as little as possible. This music of the scene! Yeah. Good old Smash Bros. Melee. At the end of 4, you loot one of the loot cabinets in the middle. If you get a fast tram, the door's already open. Really? Also had the brace clip, yeah. That's fair. I suppose if you need the loot. On Novice, you shouldn't need the loot. But if you need the loot, then you need the loot. It happens. As long as you have a smoke bomb, you're pretty set, honestly. A smoke bomb for mission 6, a flare for mission 5. That's really all the loot you need. I mean, obviously a pipe bomb for 7 is nice, just as a backup, but... I'd just like to have 8 pipe bombs. Honestly, same. Yesterday I had an indescribable number of pipe bombs, and I used like 2 of them. It was so bad. Hey, Chelsea, how you doing? Yeah, in this category, I mean, God, we run with far too many explosives. And really, I just need to loot less. Because honestly, we get so much loot. And we don't need it. It's no CC. Like, we use about 10 fuel. Why do we need explosives? We see the alien about 4 times total. And 3 of those times are in mission 17. Fine. Ooh, good pattern. Thank you, input delay. Never had an open tram at the end of M4? No. Even with brace clip and like a fast tram, I've never had the tram open. I guess if the tram is... no, the tram should never be open. Unless you're spending a lot of time looting.
Posso aiutarla?
Devo raggiungere l'area comunicazione urgente.
1 for keycard Joe and M12, agreed. 2 for bolt gun and reactor. I would scrap the reactor, but agree with the bolt gun Joe. Yeah, I've given up on pipe bombs and reactor. It's just not worth it. There's only one Joe that you need to kill, if anything, and that's the one by the second minigame, because that's the only one that should ever come close to grabbing you, and that's only if you get a green minigame. Oh, I didn't see that last one. Unfortunate. One for humans in 16. I would use a Molly there. Sleeping Joe in 18. Wait, where do you use your mollies?
Fammi passare. Sono io, Luke.
Because you've got 3 mollies as well.
Ascoltami. Dobbiamo ristabilire le
Humans in
comunicazioni al
16,
lungo raggio.
Pipe or Molly is both fine. Same for
Stai
Sleeping
indietro,
Joe.
ti avviso.
Risolviamo il comunicatore.
M17 scripted Steve for Lever. Is that even faster than Flaming? Like, 2 buffs of fuel is quick. Is it a Molly or a Molly? They can be used interchangeably. Personally, I would use former. With a Y rather than the IE. Yeah, if you're only using one Molly on the scripted Steve, yeah, you can cut out 2 pipe bombs and just use the Mollies.
Andiamo.
That being said, you're likely just going to have enough loot for a ridiculous amount of explosives anyway. It's Novice. It's Novice and we don't need to make flashbangs. So we have a lot of spare loot. The lack of flares is a problem here. Smoke bomb is good though, because we can actually start just throwing some bonding agents away. Love this game? Yeah, same. It's just a good game. I enjoy it. Yeah, as for Reactor, I'm never like making up my mind in Reactor. Alternative, this game stops giving you ethanol in mission 12. Dude, like same. I had that yesterday where I just got none. The game was just like, no, screw you. You want ethanol? No. You can get like 3. You made your 2 smoke bombs, now stop asking for ethanol. Just be happy. I was like, wait, what do you mean? Give me my ethanol. Good. The AA lifestyle. I'm gonna be cheeky here. I may regret this. Oh! I regret it. Well, this is why you don't try things. During runs, you lab them externally. Do what you know. Yeah, I really should. That being said, I'm not actually that busted that I had to use that many bullets. Oh, this guy seems like he'd be good for elevator clip, but I have no idea how to do it. I also kind of want to save some bullets. Because yeah, we we used a fair few bullets there. Labbing is not permitted at this time. Please consult Sevastopol's safety protocols. Do you kill humans in 8? No, I don't. We don't need the bullets. Like, we just don't use them. Even in NMG, I don't. It's just not worth it. Like, we have enough loot by that point anyway. We definitely don't need bullets by that point. Like, 2 bullets might be a bit too little, but honestly, I'm not really bothered about it. It's no big deal. Do it just because? Yeah, fair enough. I would... It depends on when you get the collectibles. Yeah, so here, 1, 2, just real quick there.
Prendere Claire, il gatto e correre a casa. Dobbiamo trovare un posto sicuro finché la Sixon non manda una nave. Ho visto il tipo giù nell'atrio. Non ricordo.
After calling... Oh, yeah, of course after calling tram. But I tend to get the collectibles after calling the tram. Because it also gives you 4 loot spots.
Ho fatto finta di non vedermi. Non parlare con nessuno. Non dire dove stai andando. Ti raggiungo appena posso.
But yeah, doing things this way, I never have had the tram come so early that the doors are already open. Free scroll on brace? No. I don't use free scroll pretty much at all. Yeah, I really don't use free scroll. Wow, plus 100th of a second. May as well heal. I was having a panic there because I was like, wait, we should have 6 things. I have no flares. No flares is a problem. Not when I really have much in my power to do anything about though. How so? Because we would ideally like to use a flare in mission 5. Just to make sure that Steve just sods off. It means we can NMG the whole thing. Compound, fine. Yeah, so having a flare allows us to do the side room immediately, which it saves like a second or 2 over doing it in mission 15. What do you think about being in a couple with your same gender? Personally, I wouldn't, but I have absolutely nothing against people who would. At the end of the day, it's you. You are you, and you're able to be yourself. Don't feel like you need to be pressured to conform to whether it's family expectations, whether it's societal expectations. Do what makes you happy, really. As long as it's not injuring other people. There's no harm in it at all. Tram doors in Lorenz should open 21 seconds after you start descending the stairs. Yeah. Kind of love it. Honestly, it's very much just a thing that for me is common sense. I mean, let people be happy, really. I mean, yeah, unless there is like actual harm being caused to other people, let people do their own things, really. Is that crosshair really pink purple? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a very purpley crosshair. I chose that. Steve often drops when you grab the key card. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, so I'm less concerned about Steve dropping there, but it's more just wanting to get everything in the mission. I don't really like doing the side room. I know it's not that bad to do. It's a game in French because French is the most efficient language. It is in Italian, but as you kind of alluded to, French is also very efficient. In 100% specifically, Italian's a tiny bit faster, but both languages are very quick. They save about 30 seconds over English. Forgive ignorance? No, it's absolutely okay. No need to apologize. This is Oblivion music. I believe it's called Harvest Dawn. Going right's faster than going straight? Yes, I believe it is. Barely. In CCFPS, language choice doesn't matter. No, it matters very little. There are very minor differences, but yeah, for the most part, it's super chill. Shaka went straight. So the reason that going right is a tiny bit faster is you just don't have to wait for a door. That's literally the only difference. Jeremy Soul? Exactly, yeah. Yeah, it literally just saves us waiting for one door to open. It's that minor, so I wouldn't stress about taking the correct door or whatever. It's super chill.
Ecco, raccolgo le mie cose e poi potremo andare.
No, I am more than happy to answer any and all questions. That seems much more time save than I was expecting. I know we still have the side room, but that seems like more time save than there should be. I need to pause the music here. I need to actually lab that. We'll see what the time is in mission 15 if we get there.
Samuels, c'è una certa linga.
Because it may just be that I'm wrong, and I will more than happily be wrong, because if I'm wrong in the name of saving a second, hell yes. I did get everything else right. I went audio log, terminal, ID tag, 1702. I should have picked up that sensor. Noisemaker ID tag. Terminal, keycard, pipe bomb, ID tag, ID tag. Yeah, we did get everything. I want that flare. Oh, turn too early. Everything apart from the ID tag, cool. That's the bad beep. So, this is why we make a smoke bomb.
Samuels, ho I medicinali.
Siamo alla stazione della navetta fuori dalla reception del centro medico. Ripley, abbiamo sentito degli spari e li avrà sentiti anche quella bestia.
Doing the timeline 6 faster than 15? Yes, it is.
Ripley, uscita dalla reception del centro medico.
Even including the fact that you can clip into it. In 15, it's just slightly closer. It's closer and you don't have to do the button prompt twice. So I believe it's about 5 seconds faster. Even with having to lose a second for the humans and dropping the smoke bomb. It's definitely worth doing. In 6. Oh, come on, input delay. Good. Also pick up the ID tag. The ID tag is actually entirely optional. The only time I ever picked up in this mission is looking on the left now. If that door is open, it's more efficient to get it now. That's the only thing. It's not a big deal here. Sound warning, it gets loud in 3, 2, 1. Spend 100 hours on the game to save 10 seconds. Oh, we spend a lot more than 100 hours to save 10 seconds. Especially once you start getting good. Yeah, so the reason as to why the two are actually different is because when running in 15, the distance to the tunnel is greater than the distance from when we're running to the generator room in mission 6. Additionally, you have to press the button twice and wait for the door. So it loses a fair bit of time there. In the ID tag's case, we run past it at exactly the same distance, optimally, in both 6 and 15. Therefore, it makes no difference when we get it. 15 is generally safer and easier for silent running, because it's just a more direct line. But if the door's open, then we save the time by not having to wait for the door to open. It's like a half-second time save at most. So it's really just personal preference for the ID tag. Hey, steering call, how you doing? Hair's growing like crazy. It is thankfully growing. Yeah, so I tried. I've been growing it for a while at this point. I'm still not 100% sold on longer hair, but I do quite like it. What platform are you playing on? I'm playing on PC. On Windows. Windows 10 specifically, because I don't like Windows 11 as much. But yeah, as Baldrick said, this game really is actually very easy to learn. I would highly recommend, if you're like, oh my god, how on earth do you speedrun this game? This game has a lot of safe strats, which is so good. It actually makes it very, very reasonable to learn the speedrun. Still can't move the damn taskbar to the left. Ah. Screw doing ILs. Cookie IL arc has ended. You know what's worse than doing ILs though? That's right, doing mission 7. We dislike this mission. For anyone who doesn't know the speedrun, this mission sucks. A lot. Why does it suck? Because the alien loves to just drop in. So that's the alien here, which has conveniently gone right overhead when we don't want it to go overhead.
Once more from Michael Flatley.
Hey! So we are reliant on the alien not dropping and killing these humans, which seems like a weird thing to be reliant on. And it is. Steve is in a really bad position, unfortunately. Someone called Twitchy. Yeah, I know Twitchy has done a lot of Mission 7. But this mission still sucks. I've not heard Steve, which is really bad. If you hear Steve there, you're good like 95% of the time. Oh, is Steve going to be a nuisance here? He was downstairs. You can see the door opened. Not bothering with the free dropping? No, it's just... As it killed a run, may as well play it safe. So you may be wondering, James, why did you do the hack? We're now safe. These are NMG strats at this point. We are 100% safe. Doing that hack will just despawn Steve as soon as he enters the vent. It's very dangerous. If Steve doesn't hear you with the gunshot to kill the humans, don't bother doing the hack. If he does hear you, you're not forced into doing the hack, but it becomes really dangerous. The humans are dead! Smoke Bomb V2. Thank you for the reminder. I am not missing that one again. Well, I probably will at some point, but I have no intention of missing it again. You know what's really dumb? You can lose 4 seconds to save warp the other terminal at the beginning of Mission 8. The one remaining terminal now. I found out that it's actually only 4 seconds time lost to pick gas up. Which means that if the elevator loading sequence, or sorry, like elevator fade out sequence was faster, it would be optimal to save warp it. Which is really dumb. And makes me kind of annoyed. Okay, before I do that, smoke bombs. 2 smoke bombs. Does it read advanced blueprint if you grab, sorry, if you miss a V2 but then go to V3? Yes. There is no way of actually knowing by looking in the end checks if you have picked up all of the blueprints. You have to go through and manually check. Hence why on every one of my submissions for this category, or not this category, sorry, but for any 100% submission, I will always individually list out every single blueprint with timestamps that I pick up, just so mods can see at a quick scroll through, yep, the end checks are valid, and also these checks are valid mid-run. So Medkit V1, Medkit V2, and all the rest V1, V2, V3. Also, that's a really good time. And I did basically just NMG strats. That is a proper NMG Hundo 7 with a tiny bit of silent running. But the silent running didn't really make much of a difference. Do you stream full time? No, definitely not. I am nowhere near big enough to stream full time. Nor do I really want to. Streaming is very much a hobby for me. I enjoy doing it, but I think if I had to do it as a full-time job, I would start resenting it slightly. Speak very eloquently, thank you. Yeah, I do my best for it. 1, 2. You can do side run without flare. Ooh, that's good to know, because I haven't tried it with silent running. Especially if AI was the only game. Yes, definitely. Never make your hobby your job. Yes. This kind of has a bit, but it's become a bit more job-like than I would like. But I do definitely work to keep this as a hobby. That silent running at the start is crucial for getting out. Steve asked the range of the eloquent speaking. That silent running at the start, getting past the humans, is crucial for getting out of range. Yes. Fortunately, we actually had a very good Steve pattern there for NMG, which meant that the silent running was not needed, because Steve actually just went directly across the room. So I would have been able to run the whole way anyway. But it's definitely nice. In the previous mission, Twitch did the hack through the ceiling. Yes, I know the one. But you need to pick the stuff up there anyway. Correct. Let me focus for a sec, and then I'll elaborate on that. Good. So, there are two ways you can do this, actually. And both are valid. What you can do is immediately, when running up to the humans, hack through the door. Hack through the ceiling. This is technically a tiny bit faster, and is also very, very viable. So, the reason I didn't do it was because I saw the door was already open. Therefore, I could just quickly kill the humans, get moving, and then hack later. The time loss from hacking later is basically nothing. You don't actually lose any time because you have to go up the ladder anyway and hack the room. So taking a couple steps forward to do the hack rather than setting it up on the edge of the like little thing, mat, whatever it is that you have to do, it's about the same. Had I realized that the door was open immediately and then just done a perfect hack there, it means that after you pick up the compression cylinder, Steve will reactivate, meaning that you're forced to do the rest of it via silent running. But more importantly, it means that Steve has a chance of being able to drop before you get to the elevator at the end. If Steve had dropped before the elevator at the end, I would have had to have lost a pipe bomb, which wouldn't be the end of the world, but would have been frustrating. Whereas losing a second and doing the hack upstairs after getting the compression cylinder means that Steve will never reactivate in the entire mission, and you never have to worry about using a pipe bomb. So that's a very long explanation for why I lost 1 second. Long story short, lose 1 second, keep a pipe bomb. Not guaranteed, but often guaranteed. But very clear, nice, I'm glad. Where you're learning programming, hobbies of reading, singing and writing, programming is a job? Yes, so I did exactly that in university. My hobby is very much music, whether it's singing, playing the cello, sports, athletics especially, gaming, but I've made sure that programming is just a job. I don't program in like a video game space. I literally just program in like a work sense.
Ok.
And that's been healthy for me to actually just have some separation. What is this loot? This is the most cursed novice loot.
Dov'è la nave di Marlo? L'Anesidora.
È in un'orbita di parcheggio intorno al gigante gassoso. Quel figlio di puttana non vuole darci
Already
codici
used
di
that.
comando per avvicinarla qui automaticamente. Magari puoi provare tu a convincere quel bastardo inutile. Va a parlare con lui.
Go. Good.
Marlo?
Chi mi cerca?
Scrap, don't need.
Mi chiamo Ripley.
Space Claw discount, certainly,
Sei
yeah.
qui per quella scatola vuota.
Oh my god, I
Siete
literally
troppo
cannot
astuti
use
per
it.
dirlo.
Sono qui per motivi personali. Mia madre era sul Nostromo quando è sparito 15 anni fa.
Davvero?
Switch to a system admin job so you can enjoy programming again. Honestly, that's really, really valid. If you
Non abbiamo
enjoy
trovato la
programming
sua
and want to keep it as a
solo
hobby,
la scatola
then
nera.
yeah, just
Ma
do
sono
something
certa
else so
che
you
abbia
can keep
trovato
your
dell'altro. Che è successo?
hobbies as hobbies, and I think that's
Devo
really good.
andarmene da
Really
qui.
important to do as well.
Magari possiamo
I
guardarci.
very, very, very nearly went into music professionally. So for those of you who don't know, because I don't bring it up terribly often, I am really quite good at the cello. For those of you who understand the English system, especially with grades, I did my grade 8 when I was 12, which is very early. And for my age bracket, I was one of the best in the country when I was properly playing. I am by no means the best anymore. I do not play the cello too seriously anymore. But I played with orchestras across a fair bit of the country, honestly. I played on national television. I've done a lot when it comes to music. And so when I was approaching the time where I had to apply for universities, I was thinking like, well, what do I want to do? Do I want to go down music? Do I want to go down teaching? Because teaching's always something I've enjoyed doing. I was very, very fond of the sciences when I was in school, specifically chemistry and physics. So I was thinking like maybe I could go down the physics teacher route or the chemistry teacher route. I also wanted to do psychology because I really enjoy psychology. I find it fascinating. And then I thought, well, I enjoy all of those, and I don't really enjoy programming, but I know I'm good at it as a job, so let's just do that. And things have worked out, thankfully. But I deliberately chose something that I wasn't like terribly passionate about because it's a job, and I can sustain it quite comfortably. Programming with your job, but while it's been useful, stuff your own, don't do it as a hobby. Yeah. Can find a way around most code, even if it's a language you don't know. Definitely, yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's a really stupid language.
Aspettate qui, mi serve una mano. Heist, qui, aiutami a salire.
Bam, heist. I swear. Why have we had 3 awful heists in a row? If this is 17? Okay, it's bad when I will be glad that there's a 217 heist. God's sake. Oh. 3 eggs! Heist is gonna have a bad time. Just program everything for hobbies. One thing I do want to do again, so I can actually save the VOD, is cello % again. So for those who don't know, I beat the game on a cello about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And that's really cool. And I want to do that again, but actually save the VOD, because I've lost the VOD. That was before I could actually like highlight things, because I can't remember why I couldn't highlight things at the time, but I think it was because I was still reasonably new on Twitch. Or maybe it was just I didn't know how. But cello % take 2 would be cool. Do bongo drums? I do actually have some DK bongo drums. I think I've actually got 3 sets at home. So if I plug them in, I can bind them to different inputs, and I think that would work.
Seguitemi. Heist, qui, aiutami a salire.
Oh dear, I do not want to be in mission. Oh, music. God, we haven't had music on for a while. There we go. Appropriate mission 9 music. So you seem to be questioning my sanity. Which honestly, yeah, I understand. I have 92k points. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make that a goal. I feel like I might suffer for that one. Honestly, that was a crazy second half heist. To end up with a 444 fade out, that's very impressive. Money. For DK Bongos, I would need to at least make sure it works. I'm not going to put a price. In fact, I'm not even going to tempt people with that because people have paid for some dumb stuff on this channel. People are paid for some really weird stuff. BB's not here. Exactly. I'm free! It's kind of insane, though, what people have actually put forward things or money for. That being said, that same money is the stuff that actually like got me out to ESA, so it's all going back into the same little cauldron. Get to enjoy rewards by money. Yeah, God. Imagine people wailing. Wailing on channel points. I'm going to spend £10 to get 20,000 points in this channel. I would ban that from happening. I would find the thing that allows that to happen. I would say no. It shall not be the case that it happens. Doing a salary job. Honestly, there are certain categories in Alien that I would need to be paid to run at this point. Like, there are certain categories that are just so unfun that I'm like, fine, if you want this, you've got to pay, because God. If anyone genuinely wants me to run Novice low percent, NMG again, no. Be careful what you say. Nightmare low percent? Yes, we like that. Novice low percent? No. No. A strong no. I was waiting for the prize. Who would suggest such a thing? Feels like there are some evil people in this chat. Some truly sadistic people in this chat. Not like anyone races that. Everyone's allowed to have their own bad decisions in life. It happens. We learn from them. All I can say is that, yeah, we've got to look out for our fellow speedrunners who may be going through times of difficulty and running Novice low percent.
Scopriamolo. Troverò il segnale e lo spegnerò. Non voglio che qualcun altro trovi questo posto. Foster, Heist, controllate la caverna qui sotto.
Okay, bit of a kite at least. Annie had an interesting mission 15 yesterday. When she got back to the shuttle, it restarted mission 15. What? Is Nightmare low percent a category extension? It's not category extension, it's main category. Low percent it's honestly a very well-run category now. I think James should show us how Novice low percent should be done. I can. It is shown in by Alt F4ing the game. Yeah, low percent is a main leaderboard category. Yeah, Nightmare low percent actually got quite a few people who have run it, including myself. I actually really enjoy Nightmare low percent. Yes, it's very frustrating, and in my last PB I lost 90 seconds because humans were dumb. But I think it's a very cool category.
Non so cosa sia successo. Credo che il segnale si sia interrotto.
Judging Andy opted out. Yeah, that's understandable.
Sto arrivando.
Yeah, the Nightmare low percent's been run by a fair few people now, which is super cool. Novice low percent, I think, has far fewer runners because everyone knows it's a bad category. Nightmare low percent 100%, you're going to give some people some bad ideas. It's possible. I can tell you it's possible because I have actually done some routing for it. It's a challenge. Still looking forward to... Yeah, I need to do that at some point. It's just a painful one to do. 4 have done Novice? Wait, who's the 4th person? Oh, Panda. Honestly, this is a good mission 9. Compared to how bad the first heist was. Oh, Khmer. That makes sense. Yeah, Khmer did do low percent, didn't he? I imagine Panda will submit. Because they've been running Novice low percent. Andy and Panda ran a low percent Novice race last night. Yeah, I need to actually watch the VOD for that. Because I wasn't around, unfortunately. God, my throat is dying. I'm not happy. Throat, behave. It's because I streamed for 10 hours yesterday, which was a mistake. Retroactively, looking back at it, it may have been a mistake. That's where the Mission 15 glitch happened. Gotcha. I'll check that out then. Smoke bomb. I lost 17 seconds to this jug. You behave. Okay. Thank God.
È così? Allora sai dove trovarmi.
QDTH still the best, still following him. I met him at ESA when I went with Carrick's, which was super cool actually. He was really nice. We did a stream where we took turns rotating, where one person would control the keyboard, one person would control the mouse, and the other person would control the mic. And that was a very, very fun stream. It was like a wrong warp gone wrong, oh no. Yeah, I'm intrigued by that. Unless she just got unlucky in the... Wait, did it wrong warp her to the beginning of the Anisadora, or reset her from the, like, beginning of Mission 15? Put her back in the tram? That's really interesting, because there's an autosave in at the beginning of Medical. So had she died, then it would have put her back at Medical, not the tram. That's really cool. I need to actually see what happened there. Just got super frustrated with games. That's fair enough. They've restarted the race after that? Oh, fair enough, yeah. I mean, God, that is an uncommon thing. And Annie said the mission didn't progress in live split. That's so weird. Damn, I want to see that. I might try and skip through to that in Mission 15. Smoke bomb, fine, can't make another. It was a good race, nice. Yeah, the best races are the ones where it's like super close and down to the wire. A great example was the NMG Novice race, or missions race we did. What was it? It was like a month or two ago. But it was myself, Panda, and Zeb. All like literally within 30 seconds of each other at the very end. Which was such a good race. Easily one of the best I've seen in a while. And then there was the NoCC race, which was also amazing. It was much more spread out in terms of like placings. But it was a very fun race. We did get that. Human first. Oh, come on. The reason we do the human first here is because, well, A, it doesn't actually affect the time. And B, we don't want to dialogue skip the human, because the human's dialogue is responsible for giving us the log.
Guarda, non c'è niente in questa scatola nera, Wade. Abbiamo violato non so quanti accordi di riservatezza aziendale e non abbiamo trovato niente, a parte il logo della Wayland.
Info the monster as well. Yeah, so info was definitely before my time. So I don't really know them well at all. But I know that info did discover quite a lot of cool stuff. Did a lot of glitch hunting alongside Twitchy, yeah. Good. Yeah, to like today's day and age of glitch hunters, we do actually still have a fair few people glitch hunting, which is really cool. I know just off the top of my head, there's myself, Cookie, Dre does some glitch hunting with Cookie. Zeb does a fair bit, but I think he's done less recently. Yeah, we've done some really cool stuff recently. There we go. Good. Don't cock this up. Good. And we can even recycle our smoke bomb. I actually really want my smoke bomb. I could have picked it up later. Because we don't pass directly by it on the exit. So I'd much rather just make sure I have my smoke bomb. Because we're low on ethanol. Flare wouldn't work. Flare would work. It would be concerning on the exit. Because if the flare actually stuck around, it could prevent Steve from upventing properly. Meaning that he'd just be looking directly at us on the exit. Which would be really scary. Ooh, I made a couple footsteps there. Steve? He's not going for it. Unfortunate. It's not a big problem. But it's definitely an issue. Oh yeah, this door glitches out, doesn't it? Was that time lost? No. Thankfully that doesn't matter. Steve dropping is just a convenience thing. Think terminal, terminal, blueprint ID tag. Good.
Sono arrivata, Waits.
Ok, devi attivare tutta la struttura. C'è un montacarichi su cui salire, ma è fuori uso.
Okay, here we split Gemini into two parts. The reason we split Gemini into two parts here is because, well, we don't have all the tools to get everything.
La Sixon ha provato a venderla per anni insieme a Sevastopol. Non ha avvocato nessuno, ma vuol dire che la sicurezza è ancora attiva.
Ok, basta parlare, Waits.
Good. I suppose technically you don't have to do that. The camera, if you go for this door first, I don't think this door first makes any time difference. I'm actually not sure about that. But the camera will catch you on the other terminal, which makes Steve drop, which just causes problems. That one at 4B there isn't required. It just makes the android come over.
Dove sono gli interruttori, Waits?
Ne vedo uno nei laboratori di analisi, l'altro è nella sala di contaminazione.
And once we've used both the terminals, we are on our way out. Just got to avoid that. Good. Not too bad. Hey, Devil, how you doing? I'm going to keep the music off for now.
Waits, ce l'ho fatta.
Ti segue ancora?
Penso di sì.
Ho un piano, va al laboratorio.
I don't actually know if this is more efficient or if going the diagonal way is more efficient. We actually have to loot that body, for those who don't know. Rip Clark as well. That body contains a keycard. And the keycard is for this door. Which, for anyone who cares about CCFPS, is also just a ridiculously hard door to clip through. Cannot tell you why. He was a good... He was the best of us.
Waits,
He was the worst of us. Cue the Stellaris music from yesterday. Oh, that was very funny. I made myself laugh a lot with that. Isn't there an emergency button you can grab through the wall? Potentially. I don't know. I've never tried it. I'll put it that way. But given we have to go into the room anyway, it's pretty chill to just use the keycard. Pretty sure Wad told you that once, once upon a time. Good. Time looks reasonable. It's a bit concerning because I really should know, like, oh yeah, this is how much time it takes to go from the start of the cutscene to the end of the mission. I don't. And so I always look at the time and I'm like, is that a good time? Is that a bad time? Have I missed something? I couldn't tell you. Why did we not go through there? It feels like it should be quicker, but I don't know. Good. We don't need another smoke bomb. You're going really slowly. He didn't go for the button. That's really bad. It worked out. We should be looking to save 17 seconds minimum here. We're saving more than that. That's concerning. What did I forget? Okay, no, it's basically that is that is bang on 17 seconds. In case anyone's curious, the reason why I was expecting to save 17 seconds is because that's the time save from last round where weights failed twice, and it was plus 17.1 or something. So I lost 1/10 of a second, but just didn't lose the time. Maximum bonding agent, yes again. I want to get what's the music? I want Stellaris music again. Stellaris music is just so good. Ah, Mike Tanaka's room. How I wish that we could glitch into that early. That being said, the Mike Tanaka log backtrack is one of the coolest sections in NMG. Simply because we're armed with like 4 mollies and 3 pipe bombs at that point. And we actually use them as well. Ooh, hello. Imagine going into Tim's room and not taking his stash. Yeah, we literally do not care about the stash at all. It's like, yeah, no thanks. Only 1 stun baton. Unfortunate. So if you only have 1 stun baton charge, I really don't like range stun batoning this guy. I don't think it's worth it. The reason is because in mission 13, both of those are maxed. I kind of want to use some sensors. In mission 13, we really want as many stun baton charges as possible. Well, I say that, at least 2. 2 is kind of like the golden number of it will cover the worst case scenario RNG. But really you only need 1. But as we do need 1, otherwise we just take a long animation. And well, we don't really want to take a long animation. The only thing we can practically grab cancel with in mission 13 is a stun baton. Technically, if you're crazy with the game, you can do it with a flashbang or smoke bomb. But even I'm not that blasé. Damn, I actually got that. I thought I went onto the vent too early and would have got dragged across. Good, and up. ID tag. Where's the human? He got body blocked for so long, that's amazing! Oh, fine. Okay. People are dying here. Here we do want to silent run.
Non stanno solo reagendo alle intrusioni. È come se stessero cacciando
Chi?
tutti e nessuno.
And we just let this guy follow us now.
Occhi aperti.
Wait, ci sono delle porte di sicurezza in quella strada. Puoi aprirle. Wait.
Bastardi assassini, lasciateli in pace, state giù!
2 bursts of fuel, very deliberately. 1 for the grab cancel, the other in case the revolver human spawns. It will make them come down the stairs. Which hopefully will open that door for us if they do spawn. No spawn. Unfortunate. I know it sounds dumb, like, well, why do you want them to get spawned? In Novice, because we have so much health, we may as well just take a couple bullets to save a second. I mean, we've got medkits for essentially a limitless supply.
Sei troppo ubriaco. Hai detto fin troppo a quella gente accampata nel centro commerciale. Quando ho visto come ti guardavano, ti ho trascinato via. Non possiamo più tornare. Nessuno deve sapere che siamo in contatto con Marlo e l'analisi d'oro.
Found his low percent 100% run, nice.
Sarai ripreso.
What was the time? I'm actually quite curious.
24 ore, credo. La gente qui ha paura, ma tutti credono ancora che l'ufficiale Waits sia in grado di uccidere quella bestia. Hanno dimenticato gli altri.
335. Honestly, that's quite solid for Nightmare. If it's Nightmare NMG, low percent, 100%, 335 is actually really quite respectable.
Ripley, sono tutti morti.
Gli androidi li hanno massacrati.
Perché? Ma che...
Non lo so, ma credo che Samuels lo sappia.
Samuels.
Yeah, that's actually a super solid time.
Waits l'ha mandato da Apollo. Devo trovarlo. Hai visto Taylor o Marlo?
No.
Non sono qui. Ok. Riccardo.
Oh,
Riccardo,
that
se
one.
vado a cercare Samuels, puoi restare qui.
Gonna grab some team biscuits? Ah, nice.
Riccardo, ho bisogno che tu lo faccia. Puoi presidiare la stazione e coprirmi.
We
Riccardo!
have everything.
Certo.
I definitely got the ID tag, because I always get the ID tag earlier. I'm praying I did, because otherwise we shall be in trouble.
Tornerò a prenderti.
We do want to run here. Now you may be thinking, but James, silent running? We actually want that guy to hear us and then stop, so he doesn't just run into us. I don't really care about the rest of the J's though. Damn it. I thought he was grabbing me. Also, how did that not kill? I gave him a point-blank headshot. There we go. Okay, it was just 1 damage off. Novice Joe is just like, nah, I'm good. Okay, the game really wants me to have some charge packs. And I do not want charge packs. we have no use for them. Ooh, Bulky, thank you very, very much for the raid. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Good luck with the alien isolation. Thank you very much. How's your stream? I need to fix my raid alert because it's still not working. I've tried fixing it multiple times and it's just like, nah, I'm good. Which is really annoying. There we go, okay. Shadow Man, thank you for the follow. Do appreciate it. No, we're losing time! My second! Where did my second go? Just going for a dinner break? Ah, nice. Enjoy. Why do we have 7 pipe bombs? Not 7 pipe bombs. Why do we have 3 pipe bombs? I don't know where I wrote 7 from. Why do I have 3 pipe bombs? And where should we use them? God, you can probably get some rather fun audio clips from an Alien
Sei tu
speedrun.
al comando ora.
Al comando di cosa?
Something's gone seriously wrong if you have 7 pipes. Yeah, it would have to go wrong on multiple levels. Because even if, let's say, that there was a glitch that allowed you to, like, transfer your flares into pipe bombs or something, it would you'd only get 6. Nuke the Joes. That's basically my plan. So we're going to be going for a strat here, which was nicknamed Cartwheel Joe. And Cartwheel Joe is a funny strat, whereby we essentially just launch a Joe into space, or aim to do so. The good old Cartwheel Joes. Cousin, hi Joe's cousin. Oh, that's so good. So hopefully, we're just going to lob a pipe bomb at Joe. It will come flying towards us. We then grab the keycard, get on our merry little way. So yeah, fingers crossed that all just works. And if it doesn't, I get sad. But really, we're hoping the end of this mission goes well. Damn. Grab the keycard mid-air. Honestly, if the Joe flew high enough to do that, that would be one of the coolest things you could do in any speedrun of this game. A mid-air cartwheel Joe grab? Oh! I would pay money to see that. Tool-assisted cartwheel Joe, maximum flying. Oh boy. As soon as we can make tool-assisted speedruns, that's what I'm doing. That should be an Olympic event. Honestly, that would be such a fun event. Instead of shot put, just how far can you throw a Joe? You can use any strat in the game. Your only goal is to make the android fly as far as possible. Nothing else matters. You can die in the process, but as long as that Joe gets sent flying, that's what matters. ID tag? You shouldn't do this. But I am I am dumb. You should use the flamethrower there, because it only loses half a second compared to the shotgun. And the shotgun only doesn't lose time if you don't peak cancel it. So because I peak cancelled the shotgun shot ready to do a second if needed, I lost time there compared to the flamethrower. Do you know how to add notifications so you can see who is chatting? In what sense of notifications? Do you mean just like over a voice overlay or something, or what? Because no, I don't, I'm afraid. We need pipe bombs here. Good old cartwheel Joe strat is about to come into fruition. After the terminal. Good. Not bad, not bad. I was not going until I got that grab cancel. Play Xbox, for instance, so let me actually focus. Oh, showing chat messages on the stream video. Ah, okay, so you mean over that way, roughly. I've got the chat messages showing. Yeah, so that is, I want to say, oh god, what thing is it? Wait, this side, yeah. I know, because I'm on PC and I use OBS,
Fuori uso.
I want to say it's
Niente.
an add-on or something.
Sta stazione di merda. Di solito.
And I know for PlayStation there's an option that shows messages on the stream as well. Show comments or the like. Yeah, I've never streamed from console, I'm afraid, so I don't know. Come on, give me the prompt. Don't know how it works on Xbox still, yeah. Unfortunately, I do not own an Xbox. In fact, the only console I own that is current is a Nintendo Switch. The last Xbox I had was an Xbox 360, which is definitely a bit outdated. Got that back in 2006 to play Oblivion. Or it may have even been like 2008 when my dad got it. And it was for him to play Oblivion, and then I played Oblivion much more than him. Don't know anyone who runs on Xbox. I believe Nox
Once more
does,
from Michael Flatley.
or at least did. I don't know if she moved over to PC though.
Sangue umano. Ho avvisato gli ufficiali coloniali. La mia segretaria è in un posto sicuro.
That was really inefficient line-wise.
Dirigendo alla navetta. Cercherò di mandare un androide.
Nox's PC mouse race, makes sense.
Magari sa di chi cazzo è la colpa di tutto questo.
Ripley, che piacere vederti viva.
Don't loot, we can loot later.
Pensato in modo che stupidi sintetici della Sixon possano interagire.
Are we gonna see how to do this? No worries.
È l'unica opzione. Ho dovuto deviare la corrente dell'area per poterci provare.
Samuels, è troppo pericoloso.
Sì, davvero troppo.
Miss Your Modded 360 was a nice media server. Oh gosh, yeah, when I had an Xbox, I didn't even know what modding was. I had no idea. My first experience of modding anything was Minecraft. When one of my friends wanted me to actually like figure out how to mod stuff for him.
L'infezione è stata espulsa. La creatura non è più a bordo. La stazione è al sicuro. Richiedo che le operazioni di contenimento dei rischi vengano sospese.
And outside of that, the only other thing I ever did was, and this was really fun but dumb, for Pokemon Diamond, Pearl and Platinum, I enjoyed using the global trade system, but also the mystery link for gift codes. And that was back in the day where the Nintendo DS really didn't like, what was that? WPA2 encryption, I think? It was either WPA or WPA2 encryption. And so you had to look for literally just open networks. And I realized that near my grandparents' house, there was a pub about a mile away that had open Wi-Fi with no encryption. And using that, I could access the mystery codes. And that was how I got like the special event Pokemon. And it was amazing. And then one day my dad was like, wait, why did it take so long to cycle over? And I was like, oh yeah, I was just stopping by the pub to actually like use the Wi-Fi because our home Wi-Fi doesn't work for this. I was creative. WEP. I think the options were WEP or WPA2. And it could have been something else. But I remember it being specifically those were some options. I can't remember exactly what the options were. I know that there were 4 selections. There was like none, WEP, and then WPA and WPA2. Or I may be getting the acronym wrong, but it was a something with both 1 and 2, or 0, or just nothing and then 2. WEP, I remember, did work for the Nintendo DS as well.
Riccardo, se sei lì, rispondimi.
It was so insecure, it was pointless. Yeah, so this was back in the amazing times where nobody really knew what security was. This is like 2004.
Vado subito lì, farò disattivare l'isolamento ad Apollo.
2004, 2005 is when I would have been doing this. Going into like 2007, 2008. And then I got a DS Lite, which was actually able to understand encryption. Oh, that's catching me. Ooh, just escaping. We'll take it. Wait, maybe on NoCC you want to get seen by the camera there. Because it would delay the Joes. I think you actually want to get seen by the camera there. Either way, we want to make noise here. Grab me. Thank you. Wait, no Joe's here? Wow. Safety save. Hopefully I will not need this. I will be upset if I do. Thank you for the good luck. I did like an hour of practice of on this total. Good. That's part 1. Part 2. The hard part. Good.
Lascia stare, Ricky. Vuole solo scoprire la verità. Io voglio curare gli interessi della Wayland Utah.
E io voglio uscire da questa cella nervosa.
Another soft lock.
Magari. Questa conversazione è registrata.
Let's slow.
Ho visto, la spia rossa è accesa.
Voglio dei dati.
Come on.
La posizione del planetoide in cui avete trovato.
I think I got up. I'm going to wait just in case.
Riguardo l'origine di quell'organismo.
Posso darteli.
Wait, did I not get up? I didn't. Okay. There we go. Okay. That wasn't great, but it wasn't awful. That. Fine. Bit of time loss? Yeah, it's nowhere near as much time loss as last run. Last run I got soft locked, I got all sorts of just weird and wacky stuff happening. So taking 20 seconds to actually get the log itself, big time save. Big time save. Hey Fire, how you doing? We're likely looking at roughly... how much time save? A lot. It's a lot. Oh. 34. Okay, we're saving close to 2 minutes. Quickly through here. 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Terminal. Down scroll. ID tag. 1, 2, 1. Why'd you go for the leader? Oh, do you mean why'd I hop on the ladder? So the reason I went for the ladder was because there's a known glitch. When you like severely bug out that tram, that just pressing the button will just drop you through, even if you don't want it to. So I peeked there and just knew, like, fine, if it happens, it happens. You know what time it is. It's Stellaris music time. Still only one stun baton. How's it been going so far? I don't have much to complain about, honestly. It's been going pretty well for the most part. There have been some minor mistakes. I'm not saying it's perfect by any stretch, but it's good. It's very good so far. It's been going very solidly. So this is a dialogue skip. The dialogue is skipped here, but that's not the important part. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. Yeah, really the only bit that went poorly is heist in Mission 9. Oh, and Mission 1. Yeah, Mission 1 was pretty bad. We had Samuels just stand still in the corridor, which lost me a couple seconds. But outside of that, like, it's been pretty solid. I know that a lot of the upcoming parts were very good in my PB, but Mission 18 wasn't good at all. So I'm hoping, I actually want the stun baton charge. I'm really hoping that we can just have a nice, clean rest of run. Wait for the huggers. I will likely go for single hugger beast, not double huggers. T20 on the ladder, it's what we want. Good, I did pre-crouch. Good. Got bumped off to the side. Keep the direct lines. Ah, unfortunate. Oh, fine, he heard me. Hope we're speedy. Good, we can tell we're okay. Only 3A here, don't do 4A. That's why we need the stun baton charge. For like hyper optimization, we are opening the door. Opening the door before getting that IP tag. Imagine how much you could break the game if you could jump. Oh, we found the answer to that in CCFPS. CCFPS is a fun category now. We have the equivalent of jumping in a good number of spots. Not everywhere, but a lot of places. It's very impressive what we can do. Jump, jump. Now, bevel, bevel. Exactly. Bevels are magical. Ooh, lovely white minigame. We like those. Those are a rarity. Okay. That felt solid. Not perfect, but very solid. 7, 8, 9, 0. Smoke bomb. Actually, now thinking about things, we didn't really need the extra smoke bomb when I picked it up after mission 10. I lied. We need it for 16. We probably would have had materials to make an extra one there anyway, but... $16 is the perfect place. There's something to pick up in Apollo, directly underneath Apollo. There is, yes. Right down at the bottom, you can't really see it. There's a terminal. there's one final terminal. And it's a terminal that if you miss, you never can get again. Without major glitches. No crazy hamburger skip? No, I need to actually properly route it in, because the routing will change when we implement it. There we go. 10? Oh, 11. Oh, it is just about 610. I'll take it. 609 is my gold for NMG, so 610 is very good. I was watching your low percent novice. You seemed quite okay doing that category. Low percent novice is awful. I hate it. It is. No, it's a category I did once because, well, once again because my PB in novice low percent was, at the time, it was 1 second off record. And I vowed never to touch the run again, but I was so gutted after that run. I literally didn't touch the category for a year and a half, and then Carrick's was like, yo, you should actually just like get a reasonable run in for novice low percent. I was like, yeah, you're right. And then did one more run. We all know how Merrick feels about route changes, yeah. I mean, to be fair, Crazy Hamburger Strat is worth the route change. Crazy Hamburger Strat is quite the strat. Hey, Slime, how you doing? Given that Cookie has made the information public, I shall show off Crazy Hamburger Strat at the end. One might say it's a Crazy Hamburger. Yeah, I will show it off at the end. So, remind me. This is a very unnecessary pipe bomb, by the way. Like, very unnecessary. Now screw that, Joe. Honestly, that Joe is just annoying at times. Hop down here. Really? There we go. Took its time. It gave me the prompt so many times. It's just like, I swear. If it was just going to absolutely ruin all of my chances of just grabbing that and making me lose another minute like it did 2 runs ago, I would have been upset. Good. Walk here. Okay. God, we still took splash damage there. Pipe Bomb V2 is a no joke. Good. Felt clean. The terminal. Have a dumb idea. Never speed around the game, but you want to do a category that no one else has done. And there'll be a 10-hour world record. I have the category for you. CC only low percent. You're welcome. Alternatively, CC only 100%. Neither of those, to my knowledge, have been run. There are no times on the leaderboards. I intend on running both of them at some point. Alternatively, you can have a very easy silver medal in locker percent.
Mi dava le spalle.
Because I don't know how many people have actually run locker percent. Low percent CC only. It sounds like such an awful category. Hey, Limi, how you doing?
Sono vicino all'infilo di vetture.
There we go. Bam. Okay, I see that, Joe.
Dovrò esplorare il livello inferiore.
Didn't hit. I always like to go for the second Joe shot. I very rarely hit it, but it's cool if you get it. Nice. When will there be locker percent on speedrun.com? I need to get a mod to add it as a category extension. I also need to make sure I've highlighted my locker percent run so I don't lose it. Doing great. Weather's finally cleared up. Took the opportunity to go on a little bike tour. Ah, nice. Yeah, the weather is lovely here as well, which is so nice. I went to athletics earlier, and it was just such a nice day. It was, I mean, first thing in the morning it was like 1 degree. It was really, really cold. But it's just so nice. The sunlight and the warmth. Okay, I actually need to pause the music here. I need to focus on this bit because, yeah, Nest can kill you pretty easily. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I do appreciate it. The locker is also lovely. What a fine locker we have today. Low percent Nightmare CC FPS only has, it doesn't have any runs? Yes, it doesn't. It's also not a very intuitive category. The strats are basically the same as Novice, but there's one awful bit in particular. Definitely chilly, but as long as you kept moving, it's still plenty warm. Nice. Hug the wall here. So much alien slobber, I know. I must inform you that the time doesn't matter. So the reason... Okay, I'll explain it once I'm in reactor. Because I need to focus here. But yeah, I'll explain what makes it bad. Okay, perfect. Because CC FPS low percent, the time isn't the bad part. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. You really want to hear that drop. If you hear that drop, the exit is smooth sailing. Normally. Okay. CCFPS low percent. Why is it bad? Low percent means that you have to pick up as few items as possible. Therefore, what is the smallest number of items we can pick up in the game? The answer to that, I believe, is 4, but it might be slightly higher. 2 keycards, mission 5 and mission 11. The shotgun and the flamethrower. The thing that's bad about that is no revolver. In case you're curious, that pipe bomb was optimal. That's the only Joe you need to kill. Thought the revolver was mandatory. No, the revolver in CCFPS is skippable. And that causes problems. Because... oh god. No! I missed. Okay, shortest grab, fine. 3 greens. Damn, unfortunate. In CCFPS, as the revolver is skippable, we must skip it. For low percent. And this gives us a problem. Inherently, it's not a problem, because you'd think like, okay, well, where do we have to use the revolver? And really, you don't, right? Like, you can dodge the Joes in Mission 4. You can, obviously, you can't use the revolver on Steve in Mission 5. In Mission 6, you can avoid the humans. In Mission 7, again, you can avoid the humans. In Mission 8, you can avoid the humans. And then you get the flamethrower in Mission 10. However, there is a small problem, because we never pick up the hack tool, because the hack tool is skippable. It is not mandatory. Therefore, we can't hack the door that allows us to see the Mr. Hughes cutscene. As we cannot see the Mr. Hughes cutscene, we have to deal with Hughes, who is a revolver human in front of an elevator that we have to wait outside. That's a problem. And for anyone who saw my ESA run, that's a big problem. And I had to deal with it by using a flare. Also, I'm grabbing water now. So, once you have gotten to Hughes, there is one known strat. Can't you just click the door on the right? No. Because for some reason, that door is made out of, like, goddamn Ripley-proof glass. The game does not want Ripley to go through that. So, the only strat that I have figured out is you have to rely on one of two things happening. You can lure a Joe so that the human shoots the Joe and the Joe kills Hughes. Or you can use the rewire nearby, repeatedly activating the alarm to try and get the human and the Joe to check out the alarm at the same time so that the Joe will kill the human. And then you can activate the elevator. Alternatively, you can activate the elevator by tripping the camera at the same time, which will put the human onto alert, then hop in the vent, wait for the human to reset, then quickly try and escape and pray that you only take one shot. Yeah, Nightmare is bad. It's really bad. So it turns into just this utter ball of chaos in Mission 4. Oh, and you can't pick up the motion tracker as well because it's skippable. Which means that you have to clip through one of the hardest doors in the game to clip through. Because, yeah, it wasn't hard enough already. So if you look at my CCFPS novice low percent run, you'll see I spend like 10 minutes trying to clip through one door. And it just takes 10 minutes. In Mission 4, it's not that bad. But for some reason, in Mission 16, because you have to clip through the same door, it's awful trying to clip through it. Okay, +6. +6 isn't the worst thing in the world. It's definitely worse than I'd hoped. I had to do something here, didn't I? No, we're good. We're good. Nostromo log, elevator Nostromo log, ID tag, hack tool, etc. Save, backtrack. That is the plan. Yes, the side room. That's what I have to do.
Dobbiamo raggiungerla.
We
Sta
need to get the side room.
Ma sta stazionando qui vicino. Vai alla zona delle ambulanze. Gli shuttle sono per le distanze corte, ma andranno bene.
Ok.
What about 100% novice CC only? Honestly, CC only has very little compared to no CC. Like, you can probably copy 90% of what I'm doing in this run. And it's valid for CC only. I've kind of been putting off trying CC only because I don't know what cool stuff there is for it. Which sounds really dumb, but I just don't think there's any cool stuff for CC only. It's kind of just no CC. Which means that, amusingly, in a category where you have access to crouch clipping, you don't use it. There's just not anywhere to use it. You can skip like a couple doors at the beginning of mission 2. And that's all I really know. It's like, wait, what? Theoretically, you can save a bit of time in mission 15 as well, I think. Oh, sorry, not 15. Excuse me, mission 11. I went to the wrong door. But mission 11 is RNG reliant as well, for the clip. But yeah, long story short, I just don't know which doors you can actually clip through. Just NMG with silent run, it would be valid. It would definitely be valid. But the spirit of the category would very much say, if you do like a run that's just a no CC run, I imagine it would probably just get moved to the no CC leaderboard rather than the CC only leaderboard. But I can't say I'm certain about that. Don't forget side rim in mission 5. One door should be enough. Technically, yeah, if you clip through one door, it is a valid... it's not valid for no CC. And so it would be a CC only run. And showing potential optimizations that could be present based on a... Oh, I did get that. In a no CC setting would definitely be valid. It's more a question of I just don't know how much there is. No CC is a... Oh, sorry, CC only is a cool category. It's got some really fun stuff. But I just don't know how much is actually applicable to Hundo. Now, if you did a CC only Hundo with crazy hamburger skip in CC only, that would be cool. That would be really cool. For the few next years. Next years, yeah. Yeah, you try speedrunning once, and then you just keep on doing it. Wait. Music should have been on for like a solid 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes. Okay, doing this now loses a lot more than 10 seconds. Oh, sorry, a lot more than 5 seconds, that's for sure. I forgot how far down that corridor it is. 10-hour record. Never a fan of speedrunning, but like to implement the strats. Yeah, I get that. I will still very much call myself more of a glitch hunter than a speedrunner. I mean, I'm definitely not bad at speedrunning, but I love finding the glitches. Especially over the last, like, 6 months. Even pushing a year. I have found a lot of fun glitches. Especially, like, well, not limited to 100%, but in 100%, just routing 100% is so cool. spent way more time finding glitches and skips than running, yeah. It's so cool, actually, like, labbing something out, seeing it come together. Interestingly enough, glitch hunters aren't often runners, yeah. Someone seeing the game for the first time would be like, why is this run 10 hours? Yeah. Honestly, if you really want a run to actually just like, words. Nightmare low percent CCFPS is actually very achievable without that much CCFPS knowledge. I can probably teach you the strats fairly quickly. Do mods have to watch the whole thing? Yes. Yes, they do. To my knowledge. They may flick through bits, but... I think the intention is for them to watch the whole thing. That being said, I've never asked. Oh no! Damn fat fingers key codes. Most people use the number pad for key codes in this game. I use the, you know, at the top of the keyboard there are the numbers. I use those because I got my live split controls bound to my keypad. And so I don't want to just accidentally reset the time. Okay, so we'll likely lose 10-ish seconds in this mission. But I do have a new plan for the backtrack. Oh crap. Okay, we're losing a bit more time. Okay, not my finest of mission 15s. Whatever. We keep going. We have time save later.
Riccardo, mi senti? Ho riattivato i circuiti di base della Nesidora. I portelli dovrebbero aprirsi e speriamo torni la luce. Ancora nessuna traccia di Marlo.
That's very inefficient line-wise. I need to be better than that. Okay, let's make up with some good hacks. We're not off to a good start. We need some better hacks. It's always finding these damn hacks that's the hard part. The symbols are fine, I can do those. Finding the damn thing. Impossible. Okay. Definitely not a good time. I'm gonna grab a snack. We're 2 hours in, we still have another hour left. Buckle up. Because we still have one hell of an adventure left. Just waiting for the dialogue. Good.
Così il reattore diventerà una bomba atomica. Distruggerai la nave e la stazione.
Annienterà ogni traccia di quella creatura. Ripley è l'unico modo. Non posso lasciarla viva. E non la consegnerò alla compagnia. Per poi ricominciare tutto da capo.
Ascoltatemi! Perché fate così?
Non scappi.
Marlo, per favore.
Sai quello che ha fatto tua madre? situazione, aveva capito. Se fosse stata qui mi avrebbe aiutato. E secondo te avrebbe permesso alla compagnia di rintracciare quella bestia? Nessuno deve sapere.
Ci sono delle persone ancora vive sulla stazione. Marlo!
Foster non è viva. Era mia moglie. La amavo. E l'ho uccisa.
Okay. How do you cap the FPS to 275? I do that with the NVIDIA something. NVIDIA Control Center? Something like that.
Apri i sistemi di fusione così posso lavorarci. Devo mandare energia al generatore di riserva. Cerca le lettere A, U, X.
Oh, did my music really stop? Such an inconvenient time. No, it's just like...
Ok, stai andando bene, Taylor. Ora sposta il terminale di
No pipe bombs.
Tutto qui.
Where is it? Okay, not too bad. You have that nice, yeah, NVIDIA control panel, that's the one. Music's just a little early for the actual coconut ball section. Wait, it may actually start up again pretty well. There we go. Good old coconut mall in this section. Where the station is very, very truly getting Mario Karted. It's a well-known phrase. To get Mario Karted is when you get repeatedly hit over and over by items. For example, you're in first, you get blue shelled, then someone green shells you, then you get red shelled, then someone with a star goes through you, and then a bullet bill happens, and and then you get struck by lightning, and you're just like, oh my god, why? Bought a 2070 250 in a sale many years ago. Oh wow, nice. My time! We're losing so much! +8! Oh, that's fine. I did fail a minigame, or hack. Okay, unfortunate time loss.
Riccardo!
Ripley, l'esplosione dell'anesidora ha danneggiato gli stabilizzatori orbitali. Precipiteremo. Sto cercando di
Where is it?
montare la torre, ma le comunicazioni sono bloccate. L'ambulanza che hai fatto attraccare è fottuta. La torre è l'unica speranza.
It's kind of crazy that we... Oh well, I get input locked, whereby I could hack faster on like the last 3 symbols there. I would be able to hack faster, but the game has input delay, which means I cannot physically hack faster, which is really annoying. Because often in the game, you reach a point where human limitation is the hard and fast ceiling. But we're reaching the point in certain bits where we are game limited rather than human limited, which is insane. Now, you may be noticing, I'm not doing a split backtrack. This means that we will lose roughly 3 minutes. We'll lose 3 minutes here, but we should gain it in mission 17. This is very much just essentially reorganizing the run. And that's because I did some maths on the split backtrack. It loses 1 second. 1. No, it's a bit more than that. I think it's like 3. Same stats as yesterday. So yeah, we're doing essentially the same stats as yesterday, but just in different orders. So what we did yesterday was we went and got the we went and got the Molotov V3 and then went straight to the tram, rather than going Molotov V3 and then into Gemini like we currently are. And because we're going straight to Gemini now, we'll do Gemini Lorenz tram. And that should mean that we end up saving a tiny bit of time. Sub 303? You never know. We'll see. Don't do anything interesting, I'm doing my dinner.
Qui Lambert, navigatrice su USCSS Nostromo. I segnali di navigazione e le coordinate della Terra sono state verificate da Mother. Il controllo traffico Antartica riceverà la nostra chiamata il 22 ottobre, o giù di lì. Fine trasmissione.
ID tag will then reload and do Lorenz. We only have one thing to get in Lorenz. Unfortunate. Lost a second by accidentally looting the body rather than the ID tag. I shouldn't silent run there, you don't need to. It's more efficient to just run straight line. It's much easier to line up while still in the faded to black screen as well. Here as well, hold forward right just after the loading screen. You don't need to silent run immediately, because Steve isn't quite overhead. And so that little bit in the right direction is really quite valuable. Got stuck on the save, really? Oh wow, that sucks. Oh, if you got stuck on the save, it's because you hit the button. Yeah, you have to be very careful not to hit the button. If you hit the button and then the save, and that just out of bodies you. It's a soft lock. Yeah, I should have told you about that. That's my bad. Just reload? Yeah. Ah, damn, I forgot to bind the smoke bomb. Okay, they're the other side, which is really nice. There can be humans, which I believe there are. We can hear them cough. And they are hostile. It's important to note here, even though it seems really obvious to do it, don't get the medkit. The medkit will actually lose time by forcing the tram to actually reset its load in. It's really dumb. If you go and get the medkit, you'll actually see the tram come back and just unload itself. So it's just straight time loss. It's really weird. So it's optimal to separate them. In the way we're doing it now, we're separating them in a way whereby we make use of downtime in both sections. But in NMG, where we can't save load, we just get the medkit at the end. It's just like, screw it, lose the 10 seconds, because it saves time. It's ridiculous. Did that in your run? Yeah, it's free time save for next run. As the very last thing before returning to 16, that's correct. Yeah, if you're not doing a funky backtrack like I'm doing, that is the correct way of doing it. That's how we do it in NMG, and prior to this strat is the correct way to do it. This strat, however, saves time. So this reroute, where we go to Solomon's first, enables us to actually save warp engineering. Yeah, so we're essentially doing it backwards. So we go Solomon's first, so we get the Noisemaker V3, the ID tag, and then we go get Mike Tanaka. Yeah, it saves about 10 seconds total, so it's pretty sizable. But what we're going to do is essentially skip engineering until the very end. Because engineering, what we normally do is go to engineering, take a save, and then run it to get the Nostromo log. But what Baldrick kind of pointed out is, well, why don't we just save load from Lorenz? Because it cuts out a tram. It literally just cuts out a tram entirely. And if we can cut out the tram entirely, we have some more downtime in Lorenz, but it more than makes up for just having to wait for a tram. So yeah, we literally came up with this yesterday, so. The joys of Hundo. That molly's optional. Just to make it actually clear. The reason we use it is so in case there are spawns here, like so, we can throw a relevant item, whether it's a Molotov or an EMP, without the alien dropping. Because if the alien drops, it won't always go for the distraction. It can come and just kill you while you're on this torch, which obviously sucks. So instead we take the, what, half a second at most of throwing the molly. It's probably not even that. I have no pipe bombs as well, which is kind of annoying. You had 7 earlier. True. I did indeed have 7 pipe bombs earlier. It was impressive. Yeah, dying in a 3-hour run is indeed not optimal. We have all of the loot that we could possibly need, really. Here's the change up. We go here. So we're not going to engineering here. If you're doing this in a true backward sense, you go engineering next. But we're going back to Lorenz. We get the Pipe V3 now, rather than in 15 as well, because it saves a tiny amount of time. Actually, it probably saves a second. It's nothing huge, but hell. We don't need the Pipe V3 before this anyway. There's no reason to get the Pipe V3 in Mission 15. And now, this is where the magic starts. Because now we're going to go from the current tram that direction. Forwards and right. Because that's where engineering is. We go engineering, press the button, Medkit V2, terminal, save. That is our plan. I don't know why I'm looking at the tracker. I don't really care what Steve's doing. We've got silent running. We don't save first. Very important. Because we need the Medkit V2. Grab the terminal. Good, good. Epic Medkit V2 music, exactly. And now we save. So, this is our save load. We are going to be doing the entirety of the engineering backtrack, but loading here. And what does this skip? It skips an entire tram intro sequence. And that is pretty cool. Technically it doesn't, but it is absolutely faster. So this is also where a time save, or sorry, not really a time save, but this is where a time loss from earlier comes in important. So you may notice, or well, may have noticed, back in mission 14 we opened a door. We did that during downtime. And as we did it during downtime, it was a 0 time loss operation. Whereas if we did it now, we would spend 15 seconds opening a door. This is a 15-second time save, just opening this door early. It's crazy. 15 seconds just on that door. Phew, gone. Shaved off. Obviously not in my time save, I did it in the last run. But that's a big time save that people may not see as being terribly obvious. Open the door in 14? Definitely. Yeah, so you tram button, that door, ID tag, exit. No losing in 14. You don't have time. Yeah, that's one of the easiest time saves to implement. 15 seconds. It's ridiculous. The reasoning is you can either open it now and just take the time loss, or you can open it while waiting for the tram. What? I need to not be scared. I hesitated there and I shouldn't have. He can't drop. Of the door glitch on the stairs in mission 5, I'm not sure of the one you're talking about. Damn, that was silly to actually back off that hack. I shouldn't have done that. We now have everything. And it's go time. What was the key code on the board? I genuinely didn't even know there was a key code on that board. 100% honest. So this backtrack should be a 14-15. Because I put the hack tool down and brought it back up, 14-17. The previous route was a 14-30. That's a 15-second time save. And I will very gladly take 15 seconds.
Abbiamo compagnia. È arrivata la sicurezza della Sixon. Tieni pronte le armi, non sono sicuri. Mi sono dovuto nascondere sotto una scrivania.
Che cosa vogliono?
La Torres hanno sentito la trasmissione, vogliono contattarla e credo progettino di prenderla con la forza.
E possono farlo?
No, le comunicazioni sono ancora chiuse. Stai alla larga da loro, comunque sono pericolosi e disperati.
That Smoke Bomb V3 hitbox is way bigger than you'd think. So you want to start pressing E really early. It's massive. Way bigger than most of the other blueprints. Press E what? On the Smoke Bomb V3? Oh, I do scroll, but for people who don't know that we bind E to scroll wheel. Scroll early. Press E early. This guy can body block you on the way out, so just get rid of him if he's in your way. Spin infinite scroll as you exit the vent. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, just do it when you enter the mission. It's much safer. Extra flare is really nice. We want flares. What happened to my frame rate then? Oh my god, I speak of the flares and we get flares. 1979 is referencing the release of the first Alien movie? Ah, nice. Makes sense. Damn, we haven't had a single stun baton charge. That's kind of crazy. Can I bring some luck in? No, injector. Pipe bomb. I'm not going to hold that out. I am terrified of the pipe bomb V3. That thing is insane. Ooh, we didn't kill them all. Or did we? I'd be amazed if that didn't kill unless one of them got safe spotted. It's the stair door glitch where you're on the stairs, turn around to lock the door. Oh, mission 3. Yes, mission 3. With the when you run past the humans, and then lock the door and they unlock it. What? Why did that top one fail? Fine, no time loss. Because the one on the right just never did its thing. Good. Yeah, in mission 3, by locking the door and then having the humans open it, it saves us having to do a hack, which is awesome. A lot of 100% is figuring out when it's best to do things, just when we're not doing things, as dumb as that sounds. So for example, there are loads of things that you can collect in mission 10. In the Marshal Bureau while Waits is talking to you, for example. But it's better to do them during mission 11 when we have to wait for Ricardo to talk to us. Because that way, rather than running to the tram, for example, during Waits' thing, and looting then and doing all that stuff, and losing time, we can just do it while Ricardo's talking, and lose no time. And we can also do bits of setup, like, for example, at the end of mission 14, making sure that we instead do some stuff which will save us time in the backtrack. It really helps. Also, locker. You're welcome. For the locker percent runners, all me of them. No, I know a couple of people who've run locker percent. Only a couple. Is the locker percent split on Discord? That's a good question, actually. I don't know. Still have to do a non-scappy run? Oh god. My best piece of advice for non-scappy, literally just like, put some chill music on, have fun, and don't take it seriously. Because if you take non-scappy seriously, it will slap you around. It's really unforgiving. But if you just have fun, it's really easy. If you're looking to optimize non-scappy though, god, yeah, it's not fun. Oh dear. I'm worried about mission 17. I dread to look at the speedruns. How many categories does this game have? Yeah. This game has a lot of speedrun categories. Speedrunning long games must be wild. Attention span has to be real good. Yeah, that's the problem for me. So, because I'm just, like, the amount of focus I have on the game at any one time is not very high. I autopilot, like, a good 80 to 90% of this game. It's... I'm mostly just reading chat and responding and talking. I would absolutely do a lot better if I actually just, like, obviously closed chat and just hard focused on the game. But that's not fun for me. Really depends on how the run's going. Very true. If the run has just, like, hit a catastrophic thing, I will go, like, focus mode. Or if I'm really upset about the run, I will go for, like, all the risky stuff. And I have a really weird tendency to be insane with Molotov throws when I'm really pissed off at the game. Like, if I've just lost 20 seconds in a section I really shouldn't have lost 20 seconds in, my molly throws are pinpoint on Steve. It's like, I can't do it normally when I'm just, like, chill and fairly relaxed. But when I'm really pissed, yeah, my Molotov throws are insane. I'm very tempted to take a safety save in 17. I shouldn't need one, which is the thing. What drives you to speedrun? Oh no, go ahead with psychological questions, I enjoy them. The thing that drives me to speedrun is mostly because there's an expectation upon me to do so, but also I just enjoy showing the art of the possible. For me, this game, especially 100%, is like a puzzle. And I love solving that puzzle. Now, in terms of, like, why I still speedrun, truthfully, my goal when I started speedrunning this game, I took up the No Major Glitches Novice category. All missions. And my goal was sub 3 hours. I wanted to just have, like, a couple runs, do sub 3 hours, and call it. And then someone said, I submitted my first run, and Twitchy sent me a message saying, yo, why don't you stream it? And I was like, fine, I guess I can. And so I started streaming them, and I got to, like, 3 hours, 10 minutes. And then there were, like, a couple people in chat who were like, you can do it, trying to give me advice as well. And then, as I pushed for sub 3 hours, there were, like, 5 people in chat, and I was like, I'll keep on going then. Let's go for, like, sub 250 or something. And then more people started watching. And then more people started watching. And then I hit sub 240 and got 3rd place. And I was like, oh wow. And then I just started doing other categories, and I've never really felt like quitting, really. Yeah, the rest really is history, honestly. It's just kept on happening. Thank you for the follow, I do appreciate it. But yeah, it's very much the case where I never intended to keep on streaming this game. I intended to play it for like a month. And I've been playing it for 2.5 years. Which is, yeah, quite a lot more than I intended. But I think one thing that really drew me back into this game is just 100%. 100% is easily my favorite category. And that's very much because bias, and I have done a lot to 100% in every category. I'm not saying I'm the only person by any means. There's been team efforts in a lot of bets. But in No Major Glitches Novice 100%, I did a lot of work to get that run down. And then CCFPS. So in NMG Novice, all of the reroutes, optimizations I've made, etc., cut off 45 minutes off the time. In CCFPS, we've cut almost an hour off the time in 100%. In NoCC, optimizations have cut off, I'd say about 5 minutes. Way less, because I've not done much with NoCC. But even then, because you can take the NMG optimizations, it's still cut off a good amount of time. It's insane. And it's that puzzle and that art of like solving or figuring things out. Not necessarily like finding the optimal, but finding out like reroutes, how we work around things. It's such a satisfying puzzle for me. And seeing all the progress that has been made, and it's like, there's still so much more. Like, I look at CCFPS, and my PB is a 148. I thought sub 2 hours was the limit. And then I get a 148 PB. Because I found new setups, new skips, new strats, save warps, which I still think are some of the craziest things. Big Hondo Hitchhiker. It's like, just the puzzle of figuring everything out is so cool. It's so cool. And I love it. So if you want to learn 100%, let me know. Ooh, there's a human. We didn't kill Heidi, that's a problem. Steve, what are you doing? Fine. Where are you going? Good. Shotgun? Yep. No? Couldn't see them. Damn, I'm surprised I missed Heidi. Oh, will there be a 1,000 follower special? Maybe, I don't know. That's all the human problem, yep. Okay, actually focusing now. Music off. I don't think calling shotgun does anything in the elevator, for God's sake. That's such a good way of picking that up. Oh, this could be bad. I need to kill that, otherwise I'm dead. Don't mind about you. Don't mind about you. Do you mind about you? I'm alive. We're saving time, I think. It's going to be a bit close. I know what you're saying. James, you've lost 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Not yet. The run is far from over. Wait till you like to kill both revolver humans? Yeah, I should. Arguably, I should do optimal strats here, but... Okay, focus. That's a really late drop. I have to delay this slightly for door break to work. I don't even know if that's long enough. No, that beeps too early. Oh, it did work. I'm going for optimal here. Audio log. 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 I'm going to keep on saying this because I need to remember it. Audio log. I'm going to flame Steve first, then audio log. Should drop here. Audio log. Nice. So we're utilizing the downtime in order to actually get this. You can do this with the other terminal as well. Where you only get 1B there and then get 2A, 3A later. How many flares? 3 flares. Go, Steve. Yes, doing the rest of the terminal after. Yeah, it saves a small bit of time, but it's so worth it. I should have. I didn't, but I should have. In NoCC, there's no reason not to. In NMG, there are reasons, but NoCC, there's no reason. Oh, why'd they put that there? That's dumb. I wanted a Noisemaker. Oh well. We're running with what we got. That is the up vent sound. Not taking the risk there. It's possible to die here. Or to die right there, so just don't take the risk. I swear, if this keycard doesn't behave, I will be so upset. Perfect. I did actually use free scroll there. Okay, I was panicking there. There's a vent right here that he can drop from. Do I save? Good, Hug is behaving. I might save on the dairy exit. I've had Steve drop there a lot. Very arguable save here. It's only because I don't know this pattern. That is a bad pattern. Fine. Okay, the save was the right call. 100% the right call. I could have died there very easily.
Sevastopol, qui è Diane Verlaine della Torres. Cerco di attaccare sulla
705 is okay. It's okay. It's not great. It's okay. You want sub 7 there.
Evacuare la stazione. Questa non è un'esercitazione.
We'll find out if I actually save time shortly. And we're talking about time save in 16. $13:37? Yeah, so the reason why we lost 3 minutes 3 seconds in mission 16 is because I split the backtrack into 2 parts. Half of it in mission 16, half of it in mission 17. And I theorized that it would save time. I think it doesn't though, so I'm trying without it. Of course, it's very, very hard to know. How did you backtrack in 17? So I did Gemini and Lorenz. It means that you don't have to take a save in Gemini because you can warp directly back to 17. So it does have some very genuine applications. 18, 20 something is okay. I know that my gold 17 is 18 something. Where do you go from 17? You go 17 down to... Oh wait, focus, focus, focus. $17 down into Mission 4 area, Mission 4 area into general backtrack again. But you just do Lorenz and Gemini. And it, in theory, saves a second, or 2 or 3, but I don't know. I decided to cut it simply because I haven't labbed it enough. I hope I got that. Take the elevator back? Yeah, exactly. Sorry. I should have said at the start of 17. Sloppy, but fine.
Posso raggiungerti se trovo una tuta spaziale.
Stay focused. Do not push the Molly V3. If you're mollying there, do not push it. It will kill you so easily. Use a molly there rather than a pipe bomb, because if you get clipped by the edge of the blast radius, it will take you down to like 10% health from full. Pipe bomb will just insta-kill you. Of course, if you're comfortable with the shotgun, it saves time there. Don't forget the last 80 tag. I will not. I'm praying I have everything. Genuinely praying at this point. Because this has been a solid run. And I know what's on the line. ID tag. That should be everything. Let's hope. Nah, that's too late. Oh, we'll take it. I thought I flamed the middle hugger way, way, way too late. Marix, I've got news. That's a lot more than minus 14. That's a lot more than minus 14. Look at the PB time. I had a 1042 PB.
Fammi solo uscire viva da qui.
Like I said, minus 27. Oh, I don't want this to come down to fast walk. Sound warning. Come on! No shenanigans, no Steve on pins, no Steve in the fire. It will, I know it will, and that's why I'm so tense. Of course, that's assuming it's valid anyway, but... even if it's not, this is very much showing the art of the possible. Fast drop, of course. Whoa! That's unusual. Almost went out of bounds. Honestly, had I gone out of bounds there, it would have been catastrophic. Because I couldn't have gotten back in bounds. Come on! Ripley, you need to get moving with those legs. Did you know that Steve can spawn here? Now you're going to fear it every time. I have had Steve spawn there once on a fucking low percent run. And I had no fuel. So I had to shotgun stagger him until I could get into this goddamn cutscene. Exactly. I had no fuel. But I had like 2 shotgun shots and that's good enough. How's she even moving after all the crap she's been through? It's a very good question. Ripley is, quite frankly, superhuman. Fake summer best? Yeah, it is. The accurate sum of best would be... add 2:30 to that. Oh, sorry, add 3 minutes to that. Sum of best. Yeah, so sum of best is a 3:01:40. But that sum of best is likely going to move down a bit, provided that I don't mess up double pins. Please fast walk. Please fast walk. Please be a valid run. Please say I haven't missed anything. Wonder if looking up or down gives you more FPS. No, it doesn't. Come on. No Steve on pens. None of that nonsense. I've died on pens once before, and it was during a hundo run. Missed out on 5 seconds of totally hardware dependent time save. Yeah, it is. It is very much my fault for running on an older PC. Relax. Pen number 1. Pin number 2. Where's that hamburger strat? I told you wait until after the run. I can't do it now. I will genuinely show you afterwards though. Please. I don't care about fast walk. Just give me everything in this run. Wait, do you look at the wall? Oh, the wall or the floor rather than the tram itself? I don't know. Please fast walk. It doesn't matter, it's a 301 regardless. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, this is a time. This is a crazy time. Please be valid. Please! I've not been invested in a hundo run in a very long time. I am seriously invested in this hundo run. Please be valid! That's a really good time. I never thought I'd come close to this in NoCC. Please be valid! But you know what the crazy part is? This means a 3-hour run is possible. I lost a lot of time in 14 and 15. That's insane. 3 hours is doable? This time range means that Coleman audio log would put us into sub 3 hour NoCC hundo. Please. Please! I am begging you, game. Okay. Medkit. Advanced. Pipe bomb. Advanced. Molly. Advanced. EMP. Advanced. Flashbang. Advanced. Smoke bomb. Advanced. Noisemaker. Advanced. Let's go! Oh, that feels good! Oh! Holy! What a run!